Oh, the Marv is so useless. I think I'm gonna have to stop doing that against your mock because it doesn't do anything. Like it just gets EMP'd. And you can't save it. Whatever weakness I have, you'll exploit. GDI can't cover them all.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Alright guys, Massive here to do another video cast. I'm going to dub some commentary in here and there when there are, you know, none of Green Zero talking. But Green Zero's in this commentary because he was on the call with me, so we have to tolerate him here.
Dude, those games we played the other day where you played, they were mind-bogglingly frustrating.
I was in pretty good form that day.
Oh, dude, holy shit. Some of those games where you lost by like a mile. And then that one game where all of a sudden you've got like no third base, shitloads of avatars, redeemers, lost all your bite by getting all of a sudden, oh, you've got fucking 20 vertigos. I'm like, all right, cool, you just pulled 20 vertigos from somewhere. I don't know where, because you haven't physically mined enough Tiberium to build those, but...
I took the blue Tiberium though.
I took the blue Tiberium.
The advantage is ours. We are the chosen.
You keep saying things like, I took the spikes, I took the blue Tiberium, and it's like, no, I got those first. Like...
Oh my god. I actually enjoy listening to this back. Anyways, this is a really good game here on Tiki Turmoil, and I'm going to leave my own commentary from this game as well as Green Zero's, because I got no choice with that. If you guys want to hear the game sound, then you have no choice but to hear this magnificent commentary. But yeah, Black Hand versus GDI. Of course it's GDI because it's Green Zero. It may as well be synonymous. Green Zero. Oh, synonym GDI. Quite literally. So I'm playing as Black Hand here, going for a eco build. No flame tanks. Nothing out of the ordinary just yet.
Where's your Reckoner? No, you don't have one.
Where's your rig? Where's your Reckoner? So, you know, I have the prospect of maybe playing Green Zero in this tournament. So me casting these games is good to get into the mind of Green Zero, so I know what to expect in this tournament if he proceeds and qualifies in the semi-finals. It's going to be him versus Futrama, possibly tomorrow or the day that this video will be released. So who knows how that will go. I don't know who will win that. I have absolutely no clue. But whoever will win that series will play me in the semi-finals. I'm going to scare this pitbull back here. This is going to be a pretty awesome game on Tiki Turmoil. I'm going to highlight some things with Black Hand in this match. It's a good demo of Black Hand and what you should do against GDI and what kind of transitions you should make against GDI and the timings and stuff like that. A very tight game as well. This is a pretty standard thing I'm doing here, going for a barracks as to my third refinery, but I'm making an engineer first and foremost to capture the defensive tower.
Yeah, you fucked that up, didn't you?
That's all part of the plan. So I lost my radar bucket there, not a big deal. I did get a scout off in his base and I was able to force out that pitbull. Remember, he had to spend 7 seconds on his war factory not killing harvesters, so that's very beneficial for me ultimately. He's not going to try and contest this engineer going to the tip spike, which is nice. I'm going to be able to grab myself a tower. If I can kill one single pitbull, that's going to be worth it, because I only spent 700 bucks. 500 bucks on the engineer. I can booby trap the defensive tower as well, but I didn't really see the need of that because you're going to kill your opponent's going to kill that defensive tower anyways. I'll go for my patented double shrine strategy, which I always like to do, so I can get my Black Disciples and Purifying Flame out at the same time. It helps the timing push, so I have both. The infantry allows my flame tanks to be escorted across the map, but unfortunately I did miss this pitbull harassment and he's going to almost certainly get this harvester, but I did a smart move here and I'm going to reverse the harvester into my infantry units.
Oh, just leave things.
That was a good micro there. I was able to use micro to save my harvester. Micro's a thing.
Oh, this is that blue flame horse shit. Fuck, of course he gets it. Always.
Blue Flame not upgraded just yet, but that regular flame tank damage was enough to destroy that rev. And now I'm just streaming in flame tanks and infantry, hoping to get more of Green Zero's infrastructure so I can make this 3 refinery push pay off.
Find a good spot. We've got the rockets.
Training. Unit
How the fuck did that flame tank get by my scouts?
Let's go to the crystals. We've got the rockets. We've got the rockets.
I'm also transitioning into a second MCV, so I'm making quick transitions. He's expecting flame tanks and I'm going into an MCV to counter hammerheads.
Why the fuck is that not upgrading? Oh my god, that's mind-bogglingly infuriating.
No AP ammo upgrading, man. You can always make a meme out of it. Green Zero always forgets AP ammo.
units lost. New construction options. Structure sold.
Wait, you got both. Alright, okay, that makes fucking sense.
Blue Flame's insanely powerful. I just saw he dropped sniper teams. He's summoned in V35s. Those are almost certainly going to be the sniper teams. Pitbulls, again, I missed those. I want to be careful when I play Green Zero, or if I play him in that semi-final, because he's going to be sending in these Pitbull hit squads into my base. Even when I'm constantly putting pressure onto him, he's always finding a gap, trying to get on the counter-attack. That's something I can clean up when I am playing in the future. Just leave a couple forces back at home and keep the map scouting. Scouting is incredibly important. I need to scout and scout more.
Cancelled.
Keep an eye out.
Chemical plant down so I can use my
Select unit.
C-Tiberium to get some Tiberium back on my TIF fields. Plus I can catalyst missile his refinery. He's of course rebuilding his refineries because he did lose 2 to the flame tanks. He's recovering from that flame tank harass. But I'm hurting here badly because I'm not harvesting anything from my Tiberium field. MCV moving in for a push, but there is no Tiberium really for me coming in to fund this push. Nonetheless though, SAM turrets are being cute because I anticipated he would build a bunch of hammerheads. No quad turrets on those, but I have typical on the way. And there is the catalyst missile. So I'm keeping his eco down relatively.
Select target.
And I'm not taking any economic damage behind this. I sell my
Construction complete.
secret shrine, I believe that was. Nonetheless,
Our base is under attack.
barrack spam's good with Black Hand because you can sell the barracks off for Cabal, so it's only $250 anyways. So you can overspend on barracks and just sell them off for cheaper discounted squads.
Got the rockets.
Construction complete.
Oh, that range.
Training.
Our cabal emerges.
Cancelled.
Yes.
On hold.
Got the rockets. Got the rockets. Cities of non.
Oh, this is a fucking bug.
Cancelled. Structure sold. Upgrade.
So Green Zero is not harvesting anything in his field there, but on the expansion that would have been mine, he's establishing a base. So
On hold.
the position I'm in is not
If it moves, kill it.
as good as it looks. I'm starting to plan down these obelisks just to stop the harvesters again from harvesting this TIV field. He's going to be forced to pull those off the line. Harvesters do die in 2 obelisk shots. Watchtowers there for him as well. And this MCV of mine, the second one, I'm going to send to the expansion TIV field and deal with that.
Construction complete. Building.
What the fuck is an obelisk gonna do, mate?
Well, the reason I put the obelisk down there was because if he had a bunch of Pitbulls as well as hammerheads, I would have had a defense against those while I was queuing anti-aircraft defenses. I've got Tip Core, no quad turrets, so he's going to be able to escape there with all of his hammerheads. Does lose one there, unfortunately for him. But I've got,
that fucking gun she's doing. Still something.
but I am going to be able to defend my base, no problem there. I've also prevented him from harvesting the remainder of that TIB field. I've got a lot more Tiberium on my field, as you can see, so he's harvested more than me. My field's going to deplete a little bit later on. So this game's a bit topsy-turvy. I'm going for his 3rd field and he's going for my 3rd field. But such is the case, I force out weird games. Green Zero not comfortable playing versus me, which is good. You know, if your opponent is comfortable playing against you, then that is obviously a bad thing.
Our base is under attack.
Juggernaut's about to come out now, so these obelisks won't be able to fend that area off for much longer. Pitbull's still worth it for me because you're not harvesting here. This is completely worth it.
Upgrade complete.
Mate, You're not worth it.
This fight's ready.
Building.
Let's go on a raid.
I would really like to see that. Please go have a look at it for me.
Unit under attack. Construction complete.
And I was looking to snipe some of these hammerheads here with my bike buggy, but he did spot it just in time.
Let's go on a raid over there.
I see an MCV there deployed by Green Zero, as well as a ton of harvesters, which he's rallying over to that tip field. I'm going to be able to nail 2 harvesters there, which is very good for me. There's nothing in the way of defenses for Green Zero, so he's going to lose wave after wave of harvesters.
Let's go. Raider here. Beam cannon ready for use.
And that's right, you nerf fucking Raider buggies, so they're useless now. They're not fucking Raider buggies, are
Unit promoted.
watchtowers. They can't really do much.
Building.
How do you like the taste of that?
I mean, it wasn't going to do anything there anyway.
Sufficient funds.
Where's the next raid? Ready to go. Luminator's primed.
Black Hand one has the same nerf, by the way. And all the while that was happening, I'm going to lose my MCV on the right-hand side. He's rebuilt Hammerheads. He's got a ton of Juggernauts. I did kill 4 Harvesters, but I don't really have much as far as an army goes. And I'm being pushed on this field. I got 5 beam cannons, so I anticipated this push would come. But the moment those Jugs arrive, I'm in trouble. Harvesters.
Yeah, I don't know what they're fucking doing. Suicidal cunts.
Cannot deploy here. New construction options.
Oh my god. Probably gonna not get monetization on this video with the amount of swearing from Green Zero, but
Construction complete.
yeah.
Mobilizing for new target.
Complete. Cannot deploy here. Cannot deploy here.
Oh, come on, where's my fucking build? Ah, fucking force stalls.
Cancelled. Training.
MCV taking damage, but he does block it with a barracks to stop the beam from the beam cannons.
Unit
Fire.
promoted.
Target's in line.
Our base
Cannon
is
in
under
training.
attack.
Test online.
Why are they not shooting? Please shoot at them. Open fucking fire.
Building.
Adjusting for new coordinates. Luminator's prime. Beam cannon in training here.
Completed.
Going. Quick. Hurry. Readjusting. Designation set. Where's the next raid?
Despite that damage I've dealt, I'm not really in the best of positions here. I've only got 1 single MCV and nothing much else. Bike buggy.
Calibrated for high intensity.
Complete.
You're gonna desync the game doing that as well.
Is under attack.
Beam cannon in training.
Green Zero thinks that quad tire is decent in the game. Still, they absolutely do not. That has been fixed 100%. I don't even have it upgraded, which is the hilarious part there.
Objective verified. Designation set.
Embrace your destiny.
I got something for
Oh, of course, there's one motherfucker that's going through the back of my fucking base. Where are you going, Juggernauts?
Training.
Oh, okay. Their flame tanks are very, very good versus GDI. If you struggle against GDI, then Blue Flame is definitely the way to go.
Under attack.
A flame tank dropping that tech center in mere seconds, and the bike buggy there as well as to support against hammerheads. But you had pred tanks. I've got my beam cannons still. My expansion's now being destroyed. I don't have any harvesting going on that right hand side. I'm getting my field camped as well. A lot of harvesters fell for me, and he's somewhat equalized it. The artillery count for him is high. I've got beam cannons. Beam cannons versus Juggernauts, not the best of counters in the world, especially since beam cannons do have the tendency of bugging a lot. Nonetheless though, these hammerheads are working on my base, killing those buildings, and I've lost my expansion. No income coming in for me either, because I don't have any refineries on that expansion. I'm in deep trouble now. So after all of that aggression, I'm in trouble, which really doesn't add up to me, but you would have sworn that I was in a really good position before, but not to be. Game sense, a little bit off, but I will have to try and bring this back.
Unit under attack. Insufficient funds.
You're just gonna spam by a buggy and you'll win from here. He's
I got something for
got the base locked.
Moving. Optics clear. I got something for him. Let's go. Raider here.
Oh, fuck me, that's the one fucking mistake you're looking for.
Over there. Quick.
And that's the thing, nerf hammerheads because they're already fucking useless.
The tides will not yield.
I understand what the obsession is with nerfing a unit, which is not in the slightest overpowered at all. You're just going to produce off of what you've got here as well.
Raider here. Beam cannon online.
And now these beam cannons are going to find their sights on that MCV. A lot of damage there being outputted by beam cannons, assuming that all the beams combine. I'm going to rebuild another MCV to expand to the right-hand side. That's one thing that is certainly hurting me in this game. But I am bringing in some Tiberium by long-range mining. Of course, I can't...
Fall back. Why were you not fucking falling back? I ordered them all the way to the back base. They stopped after like 2 fucking steps. Something wrong with my fucking game. Bro, shit. Well, I don't know where you're getting your income from.
I think Green Zero called me so I don't put the games on YouTube because he's in it. So he maybe thought that I wouldn't upload the games because he's in the commentary. But nah, man, I'll just leave Green Zero in, and his commentary will remain. I'll dub over that, no problem. No problems, man.
Yeah, of course.
Got plenty more Kane's Wrath action to come. Wins and losses, of course. Though versus Green Zero, the win-loss ratio is a little bit in my favor. I only post good games. I'm not about posting rubbish games. I post games that I deem interesting and a lot of action and definitely are worthy of being posted. More flame tanks coming to the base. You can see the trend here. Flame tanks, bike buggy, infantry, and just a transition between the three. Those beam cannons are still alive. That's my artillery piece, so I can kill watchtowers and I can somewhat soft counter juggernauts.
Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Stop building shit, you've got no fucking income.
I don't have any income now, but you didn't kill my beam cannons. I kept those alive. Juggernauts can do collateral damage, as you saw there. They can focus down their own buildings. Flame tanks as well. Just a complete thorn in the ass, I suppose, having flame tanks all over the map. Beam cannons, unfortunately, did get picked off there by the hammerhead. I lost several beam cannons. But I'm working on a refinery, and now I'm going to get down my expansion tip field. And Green Zero at this point, if he doesn't push me out of my expansion tip field...
You still got Tiberium on your field. What? I don't understand how you... Like, your Tiberium's regrowing without producing still.
Yeah, because I've got all my harvesters long range mining the other tip field. But he hasn't scanned there. If he's got a tier 2, he can radar scan and reveal that. This is the strength of Black Hand, just the ability to transition really quickly.
Oh, you got a whole fucking base over here. Oh, look at all the bite bug you've got. You spend all that money on that eco, you've barely harvested anything. You've still got fucking a shitload of stuff here. It'd be great if my predators would fire back at that instead of just looking at them. That's my favourite part.
I really do think the commentary adds to this, though. That's why I would rather leave it in. I'm trying to push him off his field now. He's got 3 bases still. I'm establishing now my 3rd base. He's got harvesters rallying over to that left-hand side. I'm trying to find a gap, trying to kill as much of his infrastructure as possible. That command post fell. He's got a refinery there, putting watchtowers behind the refinery, which is a smart move. But with the fence changes in R19, that ref will fall incredibly quickly. He's established a double refinery on that expansion tube field. I am working on my 2nd ref. I got a lot of units out on the map. I'm safe versus hammerheads, which is the main threat. I think I'm in a pretty good position now, if I do say so.
I think you need to shut the fuck up. Yeah, that's the thing. Now you got a tip field, you're just going to explode into like a stupendous amount of fucking units.
I mean, you could have been pushing me with an MCB sooner when I had the beam cannons.
Dude, I gotta fund my shit. You don't have to fund yours. You can just fucking do whatever you want without any fucking eco.
Yeah. That makes total sense. But I think the reason I'm doing better is because I simply have superior ability to transition. Whereas Green Zero, he commits more to building the same unit, like Hammerheads. Whereas Hammerheads are just not that good versus Spike Buggy or Tip Core. You need to transition faster. I think APCs is the way to go. APC Pred and Position Micro. He never got his Marv out until now. Those Juggernauts moving in. That is quite an issue for me. I don't really have an answer to those. He's going to destroy my refinery and I'm going to be thrown off this tip field. But I am fully saturated on that right hand side, building up a substantial amount of infantry and bike buggy. This is the cornerstone of a Black Hand offensive army. I've got these two Raider buggies split off to individually EMP these Juggernauts, but the EMP is a little bit glitchy.
Yeah, you fucked that up, didn't you?
I want to maybe tune the animation of the EMP buggy in the future so that they're a little bit more consistent when you activate the ability, because it does last. It takes a second for the EMP to actually fire off, so you can lose the buggy and visually see the EMP but not actually get the EMP go off, which is frustrating when it happens like that. But yeah, I'm stacking up this bike buggy here, lots of beam cannons, which I'm going to use to snipe these Pred APCs from afar. Look at how many units he has. Both of us have a ton of forces at this point. Those Juggernauts are an issue because they can snipe a lot of my bike buggy.
You're just using White Buggy, and it's literally the only thing you fucking need here. Oh, go down, fuck me. It's literally just White Buggy, there's no reason to build anything else. You're beating GDI fucking arm.
He's got a massive army there. I've got a lot of bike buggy, 24 bikes and 11 Raider buggies. That's a lot of DPS, but I can lose all of it with that versus that army that he has. Simply don't have enough to compete with that army. He's also throwing down watchtowers.
Look how much you've got. Yeah, it's fucking insane.
Structure sold. Training.
Over there. Where they at? Let's get out there.
Unit under attack.
And this is really what Black Hand's all about. Man spam, bike buggy, flame tank, flanks, and also beam cannons to kill the anti-infantry defenses when they do ultimately base push you. The one thing I am lacking here is a Redeemer, which would have been immensely handy, because he's not on tier 3, as far as I'm aware, so I wouldn't have been able to get shockwaved. A race generator would have been epic at this point.
We've got the rockets.
Unit under attack. Construction complete.
We've got the rockets.
That's the thing, you can just go around now. You're so much faster than me.
And that's what I did. I knew that Green Zero's army's slower. My bike buggy, while they can't confront the GDI armor head on, I can avoid that and just go around the map and take out his harvesters on the other side while I build up an army from another defensive position. I've got another refinery established down there because I'm going to be running out of funds soon, so even though I'm doing so much aggression, I'm keeping on top of my eco so I don't run dry.
We've got the rockets.
Training. Construction complete.
White Buggy's so fucking broken. Then you just go, yeah, you just come back again. You can just go round and round in fucking circles.
Keep an eye out.
Construction complete.
We've got the rockets.
You literally don't have to produce anything else for the rest of the game now. You can just produce that and you'll win.
Funds. Construction complete.
And now I've made the huge transition to infantry. He's going to have to spam watchtowers, but it may be too late.
Yeah, you got another whole fucking army here.
That's a lot of Black Hand man spam.
Tiberium exposure.
And I've got 4 beam cannons left, so I can snipe watchtowers. Even that MCV is not safe.
Promoted. Cancelled. Structure sold. Unit lost.
We've got the rockets. Keep an eye out. Rockets ready.
And you can see here the strength of this blue flame for the close-in damage. When those Pred tanks attempt to crush, the blue flame on the disciples helps immensely in that situation. He has a lot of AP armor
So
towers,
easy.
but I have simply way too much infantry, and he's going to lose that position.
cows can't do anything because they're fucking debuffed.
Not against infantry, no. No different.
I'm pretty sure you've changed them.
GG.
You are victorious.
Like, you were two, but look at your resources. How you like halfway through that game, you had 2 field for like 10 minutes. But for some reason, your eco's gone up higher than me. I don't understand how you fund that.
My game crashed.
All it takes is one bike attack, and the fucking game's over, basically.
I'm pretty sure you had the time to kill me though, but you didn't go into my base.
Yeah, because I don't have any fucking units. That's the thing. If I go in with like 2 juggernauts and that's it, you'll just have shitloads of infantry. If I go in with mass APC, you'll just have shitloads of scorps. You've always got exactly... You roll that luck roll like there's no fucking tomorrow. That's like when we played those mock games. Every time I went in, I had enough to kill you, but I had one weakness, and that's the one weak. Like, if I didn't have any anti-infantry, you had shitloads of infantry. If you didn't have anti-air, you had shitloads of air. It's like every single time.
Alright guys, I want to thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you all next time.